Coming up on the Beaver News, see what changes OSU is trying to make to improve parking. Also, an officer accidentally shoots himself at the state penitentiary. And see why people were taking the plunge. All that and more coming up next. Hello and welcome to the Beaver News. I'm EJ Alba.
And I'm Kiana Hatch. We're glad you could join us this evening. The Daily Barometer and Beaver News got a chance to sit down with President Ed Ray Wednesday afternoon to discuss the recent State of the University address and give some insight into OSU's future. One of the main issues is increased tuition. President Ray says through his newly proposed Student Success Initiative, a 4-year plan will be more realistic.
Many of you who are on the 5 or 6 year plan, you know that all else equal, it still costs a lot more than the 4-year plan. The 6-year plan costs more than the 5-year plan. So whatever we can do to help you get on a path to the success you hope for faster with as few missed steps as possible, the less you're going to end up graduating with in terms of debt.
He also reported there will be no tuition increase for non-Oregon resident undergraduates and that the increased tuition for in-state residents will be, quote, modest. President Ray also commented on his recent $20,000 bonus and how he donated it back to the students.
I'm not in it for the money. I don't care about the money. I brought, you know what I had for lunch today? Half of a Subway foot-long sandwich. I bring my own sandwich to work when I don't have to be at a banquet or something. I do not have extravagant tastes.
For more about what President Ed Ray had to say about the Student Success Initiative, state funding, and social justice issues on campus, pick up a copy of the Daily Barometer on Friday.
Parking is always a hot topic on campus, and most students are very frustrated about it. But what changes are university officials making to improve this issue? We sent Cheyenne Lever to find out.
Recently, parking has become an even bigger issue on campus due to the new buildings being built that have reduced the number of parking spaces. This has had a frustrating effect on students.
It takes like 10 to 15 minutes, I would say. It's a little irritating, makes you want to like walk to campus, but then you live too far, so you can't really walk to campus.
I think that we should have like more temporary parking spots, like 15-minute like free parking spots. Like it's silly to pay.
So I park at a friend's house on 9th. I have to do that now just because I was tired of always, driving around.
While it may be frustrating, Oregon State is attempting to find solutions to the problem.
We've opened 2 new parking lots this year on campus. There's one behind the LaSalle Stewart Center that has 38 spaces. It's a B2 permit parking lot. And then there's a new CR zone parking lot out on 35th that has 80 parking spaces, and it's being heavily used since it opened. Part of it's just increasing overall capacity as some has been lost through construction.
Williams says there are ways that students and faculty can contribute to the changes.
Our ultimate goal is to reduce the number of single occupancy vehicle trips or reduce the number of times people drive alone to campus.
Transportation Services recommends riding a bike, using carpool vehicles, or any other form of public transportation. And don't drive to campus if you don't have to. This has been Cheyenne Lever with the Beaver News.
Last weekend was the annual Polar Plunge here in Corvallis. We have Cassidy Wood in the newsroom with more. Cassidy?
Thanks, Kiana. The Polar Plunge was an event that included the entire community of Corvallis, not just Oregon State students. I personally was able to go out and see what the event was all about. The Polar Plunge, an annual event where all over the nation people can come together to raise money for the Special Olympics. And
I don't know about you, but I sure have been stressed out these past couple of weeks, with midterms and everything. And as we all know, misery loves company. So I went out to the quad to see if there was any other students out there feeling the same wrath of midterm season that I was.
How many hours do you spend usually at the library when you're studying?
After class, I'm there till like midnight. So I have lab until 7, I'm there till 12, and I just am either working on physics homework or other physics classes. Far too much time there. But
you should probably get paid, you're there so much.
Yeah, honestly, I'm pretty much making the school a lot of money. They should pretty much give me a medal or something.